An insurance company in Japan has announced it will lay off more than 30 employees and replace them with an artificial intelligence system.
It's no longer science fantasy to think about robots flipping burgers, AI writing books, and cars driving themselves. What comes next then? Could your job be replaced by a robot?
We're so worried about losing their jobs. How should we be thinking about this?
Let's examine the subject that everyone is wondering. Will AI actually take our employment away from us before the panic button is smashed? It's not a clear-cut solution. Many new roles will develop, while others will change or vanish. It's more about transformation than replacement. In the era of intelligent machines, it will be crucial to embrace change and develop flexible skills. One bite at a time, let's dissect it.
With the extra money, the factory had decided to modernize, eliminating Mr. Bucket's job.
The history of job panic. We have experienced the job apocalypse before. Do you recall the first time computers were used in offices? Or when bank tellers started to be replaced by ATMs? The concern is always the same. Old jobs will disappear as new technology emerges. The catch is that, although some positions did vanish, they were replaced by even more new ones. ATMs did not eliminate banking jobs. On the contrary, they increased hiring by making branch openings more affordable. Likewise, the introduction of computers changed office labor rather than abolishing it. Spreadsheets took the place of ledgers, but they also increased the need for digital designers, data analysts, and IT support. The same was true of smartphones and the internet. In the 1980s, no one was employing cybersecurity specialists, app developers, or social media managers, since those positions had not yet been created. These industries are now flourishing. The lesson? Technology doesn't simply eliminate jobs, it changes them. It changes the abilities we require and the definition of a job. Although panic is normal, history points to a better possibility: opportunity. Therefore, although AI may alter the way we work, it is also creating opportunities for positions that we have not yet considered. So, history shows us something important. It's not just about what's lost, but also what's created. But let's dig deeper into what's happening now. What AI can and can't do. AI can solve mathematics, write research papers with ease, and even write rhymed poetry. It's like that smart child in class. Without exerting itself, it can analyze mountains of data, calculate at breakneck speed, and recommend what show you would want to watch next. But during a party, ask it to read the room, or use patience and empathy to soothe a nervous customer. Not its strong suit. AI does best in settings with well-defined norms and patterns. Data entry, fraud detection, inventory management, and resume scanning are among its strong points. When it comes to automating the predictable, it is a productivity powerhouse. However, that does not imply that it is all-inclusive. For the time being, jobs that require human connection, emotional intelligence, and sophisticated judgment are still firmly in the hands of people. Machines just lack the intuition, sensitivity, and ideals needed for jobs like teaching, counseling, strategic leadership, and creative storytelling. AI is more of a clever tool than a decision maker, even in professions like law or medicine where it helps. Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom, but let's face it, some jobs are at risk. Which ones should we keep an eye on? Jobs most likely to be automated. The most vulnerable roles to automation are those that are rule-based and extremely predictable. Consider basic customer service agents who follow scripts to answer common questions, data entry clerks who process forms in the same way every time, or assembly line workers performing repetitive tasks. These professions require speed and consistency, two qualities that machines excel at. However, pause before you run to update your resume in a panic. Automation frequently begins with assistance rather than elimination. It does not imply instant replacement. AI frequently takes care of the monotonous tasks so that people can concentrate on more intricate, imaginative, or social facets of their work. Furthermore, history demonstrates that new occupations that frequently call for distinct, teachable abilities emerge when old ones disappear. You're already ahead of the curve if your job requires you to be able to solve problems, communicate, or be flexible. The true concern is not only which jobs will be automated, but also how we will change and advance with the technology. After all, staying ahead of the curve is more important for the future of work than simply surviving. There's a silver lining. AI isn't just a job stealer, it's also a job maker. Yep, you heard that right. New jobs AI will create, Greetings. From the period of developing careers when positions such as prompt engineer, AI ethicist, and possibly even robot therapist, well, maybe not yet, are becoming popular. Similar to how the internet gave rise to whole sector, such as app creation and social media management, artificial intelligence is already opening up jobs that were unthinkable just 10 years ago. People who can design, teach, direct, and morally supervise these systems are in high demand as machines become more sophisticated. In order to ensure that AI generates correct and meaningful results, prompt engineers create the proper language to speak with it. The big problems are addressed by AI ethicists. How can we utilize this power in a way that is impartial, equitable, and responsible? And to maintain intelligent systems functioning properly in the actual world, coordinators, designers, and technicians will all be required. These are collaborations, not competitions, between humans and AI. People who understand machines and the values we want them to represent will become increasingly important as technology advances. Therefore, even while AI may automate some occupations, it is also creating a whole new industry. Indeed, someone must ensure that the robots don't go awry. It could as well be you. So, does that mean we can sit back and relax while AI takes over the boring stuff? Not quite. We still have homework to do. 5. How we can stay ahead. Do you want your career to be AI-proof? Pay attention to what AI just cannot do, at least not now. The human domain is still firmly occupied by empathy, critical thinking, creativity, and cooperation. Despite their speed, efficiency, and even eloquence, machines are unable to handle the complex, sensitive, and intuitive aspects of human nature. IT's where you excel. You're already constructing resilience against automation. If your job requires you to comprehend people, think creatively, or collaborate with varied teams to tackle challenging issues. Don't stop there though. Staying ahead requires a willingness to change. Reskilling and upskilling are now required. The key is adaptability, whether that means learning how to collaborate with AI tools, pursuing a new field of expertise, or just remaining interested in what's coming up next. But let's not forget the real twist in the tale. AI isn't our enemy. It's a tool. The question is, how will we choose to use it?
The AI will be able to do everything. So, I don't know if that makes people comfortable or uncomfortable.
So, will AI steal our jobs? Quick response? A few? Long response? It's not simple. AI will undoubtedly alter the nature of work, but widespread unemployment is not a given. Yes, some occupations that are very dependent on predictability and repetition may eventually become obsolete. However, new jobs will be created, or others will change for every job that goes away. The main distinction is not whether labor will exist, but rather how it will be done. Consider AI as a new coworker, someone who is quick, industrious, and excellent at processing data, or managing monotonous jobs rather than as a replacement. It's your responsibility to learn how to collaborate with it, utilizing its advantages while emphasizing the human traits AI cannot imitate, such as empathy, judgment, creativity, and leadership. AI will frequently handle the busy work, allowing people to concentrate on strategy, creativity, and stronger interpersonal relationships. The goal is to ride the wave of change with the appropriate abilities and attitude, not to fight it. Your tools for future-proofing your profession include retraining, upskilling, and maintaining your curiosity. The future of employment involves cooperation rather than a conflict between humans and machines. Therefore, no, AI won't replace us in our occupations. However, it will undoubtedly change their shape. How prepared are we to adapt then?
10% of those humans had the feeling that both the quality and the empathy of ChatGPT was higher of doctors.
7. Human touch, the irreplaceable X factor. Let's face it, no artificial intelligence, AI, no matter how sophisticated, can ever fully replace the comforting voice of a therapist, the support of an excellent instructor, or the well-timed joke of a stand-up comedian reading the room. The human touch, which AI still struggles to understand, is what drives these moments. Vulnerability, humor, ethics, empathy, and intuition are not codes. They originate from emotion, lived experience, and an awareness of the unsaid. Counseling, mentoring, caregiving, teaching, coaching, and the arts are among the professions that rely on real human connection and demand more than data. They need heart. Though it can mimic speech, a machine cannot fully comprehend joy, loss, or terror. It can convey information, but When words are insufficient, it cannot remain silent with you. It can come up with a joke, but it has no idea what causes a room to burst into laughter or quiet contemplation. It's simple to believe that AI will replace everything as it advances in capability. However, there is a limit. Humans are indispensable in domains where comprehension, presence, and trust are crucial. Therefore, even if the workplace of the future may be tech-driven, it will always require a heartbeat, because it is human nature, not artificiality, that genuinely unites us. So, while robots might ace a quiz, they still flunk at being human. But here's something even more exciting. The rise of human-AI collaboration. Think of AI as your superpowered sidekick, always willing to help and enhance your abilities. While doctors rely on AI to analyze medical data and diagnose diseases with previously unheard of speed and accuracy, designers are using AI to brainstorm and refine visuals in ways that were previously unthinkable. To get past creative blockages and come up with fresh ideas, writers are also using AI. Guilty as charged. In this new era, cooperation is more important than humans versus machines. AI improves creativity and intuition rather than replacing them. AI frees us up to concentrate on the more complex, human elements of our work, such as strategy, judgment, and emotional intelligence, by automating repetitive activities or providing fresh insights. It's similar like having a superpowered helper who is constantly willing to test the limits of your abilities and never gets bored. We should perceive AI as a tool that enhances human capabilities rather than as a rival. If we work together, we can do more. Human-AI collaboration will be commonplace in the workplace of the future, enabling us to focus on our strengths, creation, connection, and innovation, while letting AI take care of the grunt work. The true strength lies in combining AI's capabilities with our special talents. But wait, if AI is becoming our coworker, shouldn't we talk about who's building the rules of this new workplace? The ethics of AI in the workplace. The stakes increase as AI assumes positions in finance, law enforcement, and human resources. Which jobs are mechanized and by whom? What if AI exhibits bias or, worse, makes a mistake? These are ethical problems as well as technological ones. The development and application of AI must be guided by principles of responsibility, equity, and trust. For this reason, positions like fairness officers, digital ethicists, and AI auditors are becoming crucial. AI must be just. Simply being intelligent is insufficient. Making sure algorithms represent human values is essential in an algorithm-shaped world. It's the new bottom line. So, while some folks are coding the future, others are busy making sure it's fair. But let's take a peek further ahead. The future of work, 10 years from now. In 2035, will your workplace be located in the metaverse? Is your coworker going to be a voice-activated chatbot? The future could be completely reimagined, distant, or hybrid. Perhaps 4-day work weeks will become commonplace. Or maybe we are compensated to train AI systems. There is little doubt that the new job security will be adaptability. So, instead of fearing the future, maybe it's time to shape it with skills, imagination, and yes, a little help from our robot friends. Will AI steal our jobs? Maybe we should ask, how can we work smarter with AI? Because the future of work isn't man versus machine. It's man with a machine. What do you have to say about this? Make sure to let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.